10-lap heat race number 1 on the speedway. Starting on the pole behind the wheel of the number 49 car, it's Dwayne Lorenz. The number 17 is one of our West Virginia drivers, Addison Rogers. 84 is Randy Burns, and the 13 is Tom Spisak. The number 30 is Jason Knox. The 98 is Rick Riffle, and your top qualifier in the Legend cars this weekend, the number 62 of Dennis Knox. Knox has picked up 2 straight feature wins, driving the number 31 car this week. Behind the wheel of the 62 as Knox wrecked his 31 car at Shady Bull Speedway last week. Dennis Knox, your fast qualifier, starting 7th. Starting on the pole is the 7th fast qualifier, the 49 of Dwayne Lorenz. 10 laps of green flag racing for the Legend cars. Off of turn 4, green flag racing. Already 3 wide. Look at the move by Cleveland, Ohio driver Tom Spisak, going for the race lead off of 2. Down the backstretch into the 3rd turn, the 49 of Lorenz on the inside, Spisak on the high side. Off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch, Lorenz on the inside lane. Top 2 cars get together. Lorenz in the 49 goes over on the backstretch. Dwayne Lorenz in the 49 has rolled as we had a battle for the race lead. Lorenz is moving around inside the car. Spisak also moving around. And both drivers look like they will be okay, but a hard crash on the back straightaway as Lorenz in the 49 and a Spisak in the number 13 collide, racing for the top spot on the back straightaway. Burns on the inside, Rogers on the high side. Knox on the inside of the 2nd row with Riffle to his high side as we go green flag racing off of 4. Into the 1st turn, the 84 of Burns, your leader. Coming in to complete the 2nd lap of a scheduled 10-lap heat race. Battle for the final spot is Spisak moving up on the inside lane. He gets to the low side of the 17 car of Rogers, and he'll pick up that position as Riffle looks for the 5th spot. Rogers back to 6th. Into the 1st and 2nd turn, Knox sliding high. Dennis Knox from the back of the field in the number 62 car, racing for 2nd with his nephew Jason. Side racing for the 4th position, Rick Riffle in the 98. Tom Spisak in the 13 going for that spot, battle for the lead as well. Top 2 cars, bumper to bumper. Dennis Knox in the 62, a little bit of contact with the 84 car of Randy Burns. Side by side for 3rd is Rick Riffle, driver from Canfield on the inside of Jason Knox. Knox giving the driver plenty of room off of 4. White flag coming out this time, 1 more lap to go. Dennis Knox to the high side of Randy Burns, battle for the top spot. Burns with the advantage coming off of turn 2 and down the backstretch. They race through 3 and 4, coming off of the final corner. Your winner is going to be Randy Burns. Knox 2nd, Knox 3rd, Riffle 4th, Spisak 5th, and coming home 6th, the 17 of Rogers. This win did not come easy for the number 84 car of Randy Burns, as he had to hold off your top qualifier, Dennis Knox. Let's hear it from Magnolia driver Randy Burns in car number 84. Taking a look at the starting lineup for this second Legend Car heat. Driving car number 60, it's Mark Wills. On the outside of our first row, in car number 37, Alan Rogers. The number 2 is driven by Larry Jewell, and the 11 car is Bob Petrie. The 7 is Charlie Williams, and the number 47 is Jeff Burton, completing your field. Legend Car Racing second heat. Chunky Radanovich standing in turn number 3, telling the field to bunch him up, as we will go green flag racing for 10 laps coming off of turn number 4. Mark Wills on the inside and the outside lane, the number 37 of Alan Rogers. Into the first corner, Wills with the advantage. Running second, Larry Jewell. He'll look to the inside of Wills, down the back stretch. Into the third turn, Wills closes the door in turn 3. Into turn number 3, Mark Wills, your leader, Larry Jewell second, Alan Rogers third, and Charlie Williams fourth. But not for long, though, as Williams has just taken over the third spot from Rogers. Rogers dropping back into the 4th position. Mark Wills trying to pull away. Charlie Williams in the 7, looking for the second spot. He's racing with the number 2 car of Larry Jewell. Second still is Jewell able to hold the 7 car of Williams in the 3rd spot. Side by side for second. Jewell on the inside. Williams trying to take the runner-up spot as we have a good side-by-side battle. Mark Wills way out front. Jeff Burton runs in 4th. Coming in on the white flag this time. One more lap to go for Mark Wills. Battle between Jewell and Burton for 3rd. For the final corner, your winner is going to be Mark Wills. Second goes to Charlie Williams. Third, Larry Jewell. Fourth, Jeff Burton. Fifth, Alan Rogers. And sixth, the number 11 of Bob Petrie. From the Coshocton area, let's hear it for Mark Wills.
Okay, moving into the fast heat of Run What You Run weekend here for the Fall Classic. On the pole, it's going to be Bob Schneider Jr. in 17, Rick Sibla in a modified 63, Mike Enos in 70, Mike Miller in 53. Back on the inside, number 1, That is Rick Watson in a modified. On the late model on the outside of him, that's Tom Garbrandt from Newport, Ohio. Back on the inside, jumping John Ambrose Jr. in 24. And on the outside of him, your top qualifier for the weekend from New Philadelphia, A.P. Rennan, 57. 10 laps he'll go. 10 green flag racing laps. Here we go. Bob Schneider out in front. Rick Sibla second. Mike Enos in that third spot. Fourth, Mike Miller. Fifth, Dave Watson. Then Tom Garbrandt. Oh, they're sliding. Nine laps to go. Here we go. We got a three-way battle for second. Dave Watson, Ambrose, and Sibla. Ambrose in the third. Dave Watson now has caught Bob Schneider. Here comes Ambrose though. Ambrose into second. Dave Watson back to third. For Bob Schneider. Ambrose looks to the inside. He can't make a move down the backstretch. Bob Schneider, John Ambrose, Rick Sibla, Dave Watson, A.P. Wren, Mike Enos, and Tom Garbrandt. Your winner of the first heat of Run What You Brung from Canton, Ohio, it is Bob Schneider. Okay, moving to the second heat race tonight. Bob Scott in 44, Foster Mackey in 30, Bob Sibla 68, Jim Beatty in 80, Greg Bewley in the red 21, Tony Urdalis in 42, 55, Dangerous Darrell Dexter, 33, John Wilson, and getting to join the field, this gentleman hit the wall head on a couple weeks ago in qualifying, totaled that car, didn't get hurt, jumps in a relative's car, and he's trying to make the heat race. That's Mark Enos in car 15. Normally drives the Enos car 0 in the modified. His brother and him won features the same night. Mike in the late model and Mark in the modified a few weeks back. Okay, getting a bunch upside. I think Mark's just in it just to get the bugs worked out at 15. He'll lean back probably. But never know about those Enos boys. They'll do what they want. Bob Scott, Foster Mackiel, bring them in. Foster Mackey out in front. Bob Scott second. Here comes Jim Beatty Jr. on the outside. Up to third. Sibla fifth. Great Muley sixth. John Wilson seventh. Mike Eaton, Brother Mark, and Tony Urdalis. Foster Mackey out in front. Sibla on the pace. John Wilson up to about fifth spot. Foster Mackey out in front. Jim Beatty Jr. in 80. Daryl Dexter 55. Great Billy 21. Halfway, John Wilson 33. Then Mike Enos and Brother Mark. Here goes Daryl Dexter from second. On the inside, Dangerous Daryl in the second. Foster Mackey showing the way in the yellow and red 30. They touch it too. White flag. Daryl Dexter in the lead. Out of four, their winner, Dangerous Daryl Dexter. Foster Mackey, Jim Beatty Jr., Craig Bewley, John Wilson, Mark Enos, Bob Sibla, and 44, Bob Scott. Picking up the second Run What You Brung heat race winner tonight from Jeanette Hutton, Ohio. Dangerous Daryl Dexter in 55. Okay, moving into the third heat. Run What You Brung. Terry Coletti, 77. Jamie Warner in 2. Don Rufner Jr. in 7. Kevin McClintock, 38. Bubba Smith in 12. And Jeff Smith in 34. Jamie Warner on the outside. Don Rufner Jr., Kevin McClintock, Bubba Smith, and Jeff Smith in that order. Jamie Warner out in front. Terry Coletti now in the second. Jeff Smith box in the back. Got a bunch up for second, third, fourth, and fifth. Jamie Warner out in front with about a 6-car length lead, halfway. Terry Coletti holding down the second. Here comes Kevin McCulloch on the outside. Jeff Smith trying to make a move. Here we go. Kevin McCulloch now into second. Jamie Warner out in front. Bubba Smith now into second on the inside. Third is Kevin McCulloch. Fourth is Jeff Smith and Terry Coletti and Don Ricker Jr. White flag. Jamie Warner leads him down the backstretch. Bubba Smith, Kevin McCulloch, Jeff Smith, Terry Coletti, and Don Ritter Jr. There's your winner of the third Run What You Brung heat race from Uricksville, Ohio, Jamie Warner. Okay, moving into the fourth heat. Chris Cale in 10, Bill Weaver in 94, Jesse Page in 16, 20 Paul Murray, John Tanarelli in 67, old Honky John, Cody Kaler 96, Will Walker 15 back in his old car, and Roger Butler 00. Rounds out your field for the fourth heat of the Run What You Brung weekend here at Midvale Speedway. Here we go, 10 laps. This is the fourth heat of Run What You Brung here at Midvale. Chris Cale will bring out a caution. Looks like it'll be a total restart. There we go, total restart. Chris Cale leads them down the back. Here comes Bill Weaver on the outside. Paul Murray, Jesse Pace, Cody Kaler into second now. Roger Black on the outside. back on again. Paul Murray, Cody Kaler in second. Third, Paul is Bill Weaver and Will Walker. John Danarelli in that fifth spot. Roger Butler sixth. The white flag is out. And in 3 out of 4. Paul Murray, Cody Kaler finished second. Third will be Will Walker, then Bill Weaver, Hockey John Danarelli, Roger Butler, and Chris Cale in 10. Picking up the fourth heat, Run What You Brung, from Port Washington, Ohio, Paul Murray in car 20. Okay, moving into the 15th. Gavin, can't pronounce his last name, I apologize. Gavin, he's from Barberton in 2. Blake Mackey in 7 will bring him in. John Leisure in 12 on the outside. Teddy Oliver 49. Teddy Oliver losing the right front wheel. Teddy Oliver will take her to the pits. Hopefully we'll be out tomorrow for the feature. Okay. Blake Mackey in 7. John Leisure in 12. Gavin Sekowicz in 12. In car number 2. Greg Grove in 3. Scott Archer in 28. And Joe Sanford Jr. in 9. Just call him Poncho for short.
Here we go.
Blake Mackey out in front. Sekowicz in second. Greg Grove, John Leisure come together. Scott Archer up by Gavin Sekowicz. Blake Mackey out in front. Oh, Sekowicz. Gavin Sekowicz hangs on a second. Joe Sanford Jr. up to fourth. Halfway. Coming up this time, we got a race leader. James Tryon. Ron Archer. And he'll take over the lead down the backstretch. trying to get underneath Joe Sanford. Like the black flag might be coming out. White flag. Scott Archer into turn 3. Scott Archer wins it. Blake Mackey will finish second. Joe Sanford Jr., old the Cisco kid, will finish in that next spot, and then Glavin will finish after that in car 2. Your winner of the 5th Run What You Brung heat race, Scott Archer in car 28. There we go. 16 race. Jason Gallagher in 22 leads him across the line on the outside. Here comes Eric Good back on the inside. Gallagher now into the lead down the backstretch. Eric Good second. Larry Smith third. Paul Parsons fourth. Number 4 is in 5th from Barberton. Then Rich Schweitzer, Rob Scott, and 85. Yellow out for Paul Parsons in car 44. Chris Mick in 85 out there. I missed him in the lineup. And Charlie Childress in car number 4. They're both regulars at Barberton Speedway. And sorry I missed him in the lineup on the initial fall of the green flag. Paul Parsons on the wrecker, breaking the rear axle. And looks like we're going back to racing here next time by. Jason Gallagher and Eric Good will bring them in. Here we go. Childress back to about 6th spot as Jason Gallagher takes over the lead and continues the lead. Very good, a little sideways in 2. So is Larry Smith and Rich Schweitzer. Rob Scott in 40 trying to move up. Going under his qualifying time. That puts Eric Good in the lead at 88. Halfway. Rich Schweitzer into second. Schweitzer hangs on to second. Your battle for third. A close one. Rob Scott, Charlie Childress, and Larry Smith for third, fourth, and fifth. Chris Mick trails the field 85, and he's taking her to the pit. 88 going to his qualifying time. That puts Rich Schweitzer from originally Barnhill, Ohio, out in front. We got a tight battle for second. Rich Schweitzer wins it. Charlie Childress will finish second, and Rob Scott third. There he is, picking up the sixth checkered flag in the Run What You Run weekend. From New Philadelphia now, Rich Schweitzer in 84. Okay, moving into the seventh heat race. On the pole, it'll be Adam Mishler in 65. Perry Ney was fill-in. I believe it was a fill-in driver for Perry this weekend in 49. Russell Grandison 72, 5. 12, 35, John McNutt. That's 36 is Kelly McNutt and Terry Coletti in 27. David Brill in 49 tonight on the outside. Adam Mishler will bring him in. He sets the pace. Cecil in 5. Ten laps he'll go. Adam Mishler out in front. Russell Grant in that second spot. Mishler out in front, Russell Grant in second. David Brill third and 12, the only pure stock in the field. Adam Mishler out in front in 65. Russell Grant in second in 72. Russell and Adam side by side for that race lead. David Brill in fourth. Watson in the lead. Russell hanging on to second. Coming out. Watson will lead him into turn 3. Watson, Russell Grandison, Adam Mishler, David Brill, Cecil, Kelly McNutt, John McNutt, and Terry Coletti. Okay. Jeremy Watson wins the 7th heat race tonight in the Run What You Run weekend. Okay, moving into the next heat. Here we go. Going to the high side. Side by side with the race lead, Brian Smith in 135. I think that might be Jason Neely. And Jimmy Poole in 3rd, Tom Barrett 4th, 13, a dirt track car. Gary Music 07. Jason Neely is in 135. Brian Smith out in front. Battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Jimmy Poole into 2nd. Mike Page into 2nd. Halfway. Brian Smith. Then Brian Smith, Jimmy Poole, Tom Barrett, Jason Neely, and Gary Music. Checker flag. For 13, then 20, 14, 157, 135, and 07, and 41 of Feaster out there, Kenny Feaster. Mike Mason, excuse me, Mike Mason, your winner of the heat race from West Virginia. Here we go. 9th heat race of Run What You Run. Kenny Jewell in 76. Tim Rogers in 22. 45, 7 of Tammy Rupner. 59, I believe, from Barberton. Then 85. Bill Vino, possibly. 18 of Feaster. Chris Smith in 94. Jamie Leslie in 84. still out in front. Kenny Jewell second, 45's in third. Tim Rogers out in front. Atkins, I believe, in 45, halfway. Chris Smith, Tammy Rupner, and Tracy Leslie into a backer. Tim Rogers out in front. Gerard trying to get second. White flag. Foul for second. Tim Rogers wins it. 59, 76, 45, 18, 84, 85, 94, and 7. Your winner of the heat race, Tim Rogers. Congratulations, Tim. Okay, Bruce Gibson will bring him in. On the outside of him, Wild Bill Bittaker in 11. Here we go. Caution out. Caution is out. Mike Carnes in 80. Charlie Rich in 23 in the second row. Bubba Smith in 12. Jesse Page 02. Hamilton in 15. And Kyle Gruhl in 199. Along with Bruce Gibson showing the way and Wild Bill Bittaker in that second spot. Gibson out in front at 32. Wild Bill Bittaker in that second spot. Carnes in that, Mike Carnes in fourth now. Bill Bittaker's trying to catch Bruce Gibson. Brian or Bubba Smith in 12. Gibson out in front, Bubba Smith second, Bill Bittaker third, that's old Wild Bill, Jesse Page in fourth, Mike Carnes in fifth, Charlie Rich in sixth, Kyle Gruhl in seventh. Bill looked for a move on the inside, thought better of it. 40 years ago, he'd have went for that one. Gonna be a close one for the finish. Bubba Smith wins it. I believe he did. Oh, we're on the white flag. Pardon me. That's how much I'm paying attention. They're still racing. Here comes. Now it's going to be Bruce Gibson, your winner. Well, I screwed that line up right. Up wrong, I'll tell you that. Glad I was wrong for Bruce because he got one more lap. Bruce Gibson in car 32, your heat winner. Okay, 10 laps of racing. Lisa Courtney will bring them in. Earl Scranton on the outside. Like I said, J.D. Turner was in 17. Jason Morgan in 2. Atkins moving up on the outside of the white dirt car. And your race leader to lap 1, Earl Scranton. Leader in 10X. Jason Morgan, Earl Scranton, second and third. Grove in fourth. Linda Morgan in fifth, Elisa Courtney in sixth, and Deeper in seventh. J.D. Turner in eighth, halfway. Linda Morgan, excuse me. Lisa Courtney, and 26 in Nieper. J.D. Turner will finish the race. Your winner, the next heat, Jason Morgan in car number 2. Okay, here we go. Next heat race. Out in front, 22 second, 96 in third. Music in that 4th spot. Chester McMaster's 5th. Then 2 and 6. Don't tape nothing yet. '90s out in front. Chester McMaster's in that 2nd spot, trying to catch him. '90 getting the black flag. Shoulders on the outside. In 17. Dale Beatty in 17, not music. All right, okay, I got. A tight battle. One minute. Dale Bates trying to get in the mix there. Chester McMasters. Your winner, Chester McMasters, 96-17, then 2-6. And 22 blowing up. Tim Schaefer. Your winner, Chester McMasters in 81.